Chicago Bears. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. This defense for the Packers, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. Step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A big gain there on third and long.
First down, Chicago.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run. So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, love to fight another down, right?
Throwing on third down, Fields. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down.
Oh, there's going to be a little bit of regret there, because they certainly had the chance to get off the field here, just giving up a field goal attempt. But they couldn't get that stop on third down. Now they have to hunker down, because guess what? That drive continues.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Here's 2nd and a yard. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Back to throw. Fields. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 3. The Packers are going to get the football here as they force the INT. The game's opening drive. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. A big play there on the catch and run. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
They go bootleg. Love. Rolling to his right. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Firing quickly out wide is Love. And it's a Packers touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Packers have taken the early lead. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And it's now a 7-0 game. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Here's Fields. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. And to give this time to the tailback. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now a 1st down throw. Fields eluding the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
On second down, he'll try and run the counter, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. Now a handoff here to his running back. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. On is Santos for the Bears field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. Santos' kick is up and through, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So into Bear territory now. This is first and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Second down, another shot for Jones. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Love with it here, 3rd and short yardage. Escaping the pressure right. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And he is going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Love now to pass on first down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Off the play fake, Love. This is caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They'll try and pound it in with Dillon. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A.J. Dillon, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. A play fake, now Fields to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Play action. It's Fields. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to have it here just past the 25. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Love, they go play action now. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. There he goes left side. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown. So they had a good drive going, a chance to build on this first half lead, but now you kind of feel like we got a new ball game.
And you wonder what the discussion will be now at halftime, because I think we were headed towards one. Now it's a different discussion altogether. One side optimistically, the other side wondering what could have been.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Not too many breaks ahead according to the radar. More snow on the horizon as we are back underway in half number 2. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. To throw now, here's Love. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. On play action. Love to throw. He hits Adams, complete. Oh, some strong running. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. It's a big play there for Green Bay. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. Play fake. Here's Love. Rolling to his left. Touchdown, Packers. Josiah DeGuara, his second touchdown on the season. And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Zerline good with a PAT, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. To return, here's Agnew. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. The keeper gets him 7 that time, but it'll lead to a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and inches.
Here's Fields on the sneak. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the 1st down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. That's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Fields. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the 1st down. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Here now, Johnny Townsend. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Looking downfield for Jones. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Offense tried to get a little slick there and sneak the back out of the backfield and turn him into the primary deep receiver. But it's good coverage defensively. They were able to break it up.
Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. 3rd quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Love now. finding some room at midfield. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. Back now at Lambeau. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. A first down run by Jones not going to work out as he's hit and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Play action this time with Love. And it's complete to Adams. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. Love looking to throw it. They'll roll him out right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Working out of the gun. Love. That's to his running back, complete. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Now, all through this one, they've had nothing but success throwing the football and in the passing game. Here we are in the fourth quarter, a time you'd think they'd be running the football. They're still tossing it around and having great success, and it appears a whole lot of fun as well.
Jones, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
This is obviously a critical sequence for this defense if they want to stay in this game. Down 2 scores already. They give up a touchdown here. That makes things really difficult for their offense moving forward.
On 2nd and goal, Love. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Only a 3-yard loss there on the sack, but more importantly, it leads to a 4th and goal. And Zerline's kick is good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for it.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
At their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again. Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield. But they never did.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Fields. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move.
From the gun, he'll hand this off across the 30 to the 31-yard line. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
They only need a yard here. 3rd down and 1 after the penalty. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. On 1st down, Fields. And his pass incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Fields now to throw. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Now Fields. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They snap it to Fields. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Love going to give this one to Jones. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
On 3rd down, Love. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And this is caught. Touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Love throwing for it. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. That was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shot.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Packers, a loss would have really hurt, but as it stands, it's an important win as they move to 3-5 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the Cleveland Browns.